Hello, this is a basic tutorial for exporting, importing, and implementing a custom weapon into Unreal Development Kit. For the purposes of this tutorial, we've used the following programs: 3ds Max 2010, the Unreal Development Kit April release, and for the textures I've used Photoshop CS4. Also, to prepare, you'll need to make sure you download the ActorX plugin at http://udn.epicgames.com/2/actorx.html. And for this purpose, you need to use the 3ds Max export plugin, download it, and put the DLU file into the 3ds Max directory plugins. Now, as we come up and bring up our weapon, we need to make sure that we are preparing for exporting by customizing our units to match Unreal. You will need to go to Customize at the top of the toolbar, choose Unit Setup, Custom, and in this case we're going to use feet 0.065, and that will be equivalent to Unreal units. You can also use metric, which is 2.54, and choose centimeters. Click OK to use that system. Now, as we bring this up, we're going to see how our actual weapon compares to the size of an Unreal character. Go to Create, choose a box, put it into your scene, and 6 foot for an Unreal character is 96 Unreal units. We'll go in and make a box by 96 by 96 by 96. Now, as we bring this up, it looks like this weapon is huge compared to an Unreal character. So we are going to select our weapon, and we are going to use the scale tool to put it down to appropriate size. That looks like a good size for my weapon. And I'm going to then delete the box, but also we need to go in and prepare the weapon to face the right direction in Unreal Development Kit. So we're going to select, choose a hierarchy, the effect pivot. You want to put the working pivot near the base of your weapon. In this case, the base is going to be at the handle, and we found out that to make sure that they're gripping it correctly, move your pivot to where the hand would grip the handle. Now, that's the one step. Take your effect pivot off and make sure to then center your weapon and the Y, X, and Z coordinates at the center of the grid. The easy way to do this is with your weapon selected in the move, right click at the lower bottom at the selection arrows to where every coordinate is 0, 0, 0. And you will see now that our weapon is now at our handle and base is now at the center point. Now, the next step that we're going to do is we're going to set up bones for our weapon. So we're going to go to the side view, zoom in on our weapon, make it see-through so we can see where we're putting these. Go to the Create tab, Systems button, and choose Bones. Now, once we have this, the first bone that we're going to put in is in the handle where the player is going to grip. So we select in the mid-handle point, let's see, let's get a good area and have it work with me there. There we go. Drag your bone to about middle of the point into the main body, and then left click, start another bone, have it extend through the body to the point of where you're going to have the fire emanating from. Click to start a third bone, and we will go through and have this slightly come out where our fire emanation would come out of our gun. Right click to exit the bone system, Control Z to get rid of any excess bones, and you will see that I have an emanation point and the bone for the body and then a bone for the handle. Now, to name these a little bit easier for us, we're going to go through and check the modifier, select our bones. For bone 1, we're going to label this as handle. For bone 2, we're going to label this as body. And then bone 3, we're going to label this as muzzle. Now, the next step after we set up bones, we are now going to skin our weapon. With this, we select our weapon model. Up at the modifier tab, we're going to go through, and on the rollout modifier list, we're going to look for the operation skin. Now with skin chosen, we're going to choose edit envelopes, select add. We're going to have a pop-up menu labeling all our bones. We're going to select all of these, confirm with select, and we have now just skinned our weapon successfully. To exit, click edit envelopes once more, and now your model is now rigged to have animations associated with it. Now what we'll do next is choose the Utilities tab. We're going to select More. This will bring up some plugins and other various items we have. There, see Actor X at the top, we'll choose that. Click OK. Actor X toolbar appears at the left. We're then going to choose a path. We've already set up a folder on our system that is UDK weapon. Choose that. Click to confirm, and then click once more to close. We're going to choose a file name. The convention that is the best is the weapon name _ mesh. So we'll choose for ours SBX13 _ mesh. I will then go through and click Save Mesh Reference Pose. Confirm on the pop-up windows, and you'll see that the 3ds Max has created a PSK file. We'll then go into Animations, and for our purposes of this tutorial, we're just going to go in and make our weapon again, weapon _ anim, so SBX13 _ anim for animation. We'll create just a sample animation of weapon, one word, idle, and the range of this weapon for our choice is just 0 to 2. We're then going to digest this sample animation, confirm, and then with Animation Manager, a pop-up will appear where we can choose our animation, move it over to the output package, save, and this will then create a PSA animation file. Click OK to exit, and now we've gone through and completed our weapon to be ready to export. The best thing to do is go through and save your file as the weapon name _ export and make sure that you type it correctly and click Save. Okay, that ends part 1 of preparing to export your weapon. We'll continue with part 2 to import your weapon.